Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful Thursday morning here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise, wherever you are. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you've been expecting a good news that here we go until now. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends, listen, it's never too late yet. Yes, it is never too late yet. It is never too late yet because I know it can still happen. But you see, the plan has been revealed. The actual plan has been revealed wherever you are, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, or right here in Southeast Asia. I said the plan has been revealed. You see, the truth of the matter is, the Saudis, they came in with a hefty offer. A hefty offer for Victor Osimhen. Yes, and that is what actually is delaying the whole process right now. Al delegation has arrived in Italy for direct talks with Osimhen and his camp. They were in Italy since throughout yesterday with the direct talks with Victor Osimhen and his camp. Contract on table with release clause as Osimhen wanted. Chelsea in active talks with Osimhen on salary. Al Ahly deal only happened if Chelsea FC talks collapse. That is what came out from Fabrizio Romano. But wait a minute, let me build my case. Ben Jacobs reports, Saudi sources say Victor Osimhen wants at least 30 million euro per season to consider Al Hilal, with bonuses taking the salary package even higher. Osimhen will expect a release clause, with Napoli likely to take a sell-on from it, raising the potential package value a bit closer to their original 100 million euro plus valuation. In the past, even with more time left in previous windows, Al Ahly have given players just 48 hours to decide. But Osimhen is being allowed to take his time to negotiate so far. Chelsea can't or won't match the proposed Saudi terms, but are still trying to get a player to buy in. The feeling remains negotiations with Napoli will be smoother than on the player side. Osimhen is keen on all options. Osimhen is keeping all options open, but Chelsea will move on the other targets if the Nigerian striker doesn't agree to fit into their wage structure. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Now, you see, the truth remains that despite Al Hilal offering 25 to 30 million euro net per season and also a release clause, Osimhen is giving Chelsea a chance. Yes, Osimhen is giving Chelsea a chance. They need to make progress in the next 24 hours. Between now and tomorrow Friday, Chelsea need to make progress. Osimhen is waiting to see if Chelsea can have a creative formula with everything close to his current Napoli salary. Ladies and gentlemen, now let me explain something to you. What is expected of Chelsea right now? Chelsea have already made up their points. They made it very clear what they want to do. They made it very clear what they actually want to do. Now, what is Chelsea after? Chelsea want Osimhen to fall within the wage structure, as we are not in the European competition. We are not in the Champions League right now. And so they want Victor Osimhen to fall within the structure. Then, if we should qualify to the next stage of to the Champions League next season, they can revise their notes. Right now, every player in Chelsea is receiving 20 to 25% wage cut. 20 to 25% wage cut. Every player. Because we are not in the Champions League. Now, when we are playing in the Champions League, those will be restored. So what is expected now? Ben Jacobs on podcast revealed this. He said Ben Jacob believes Chelsea FC would consider giving Osimhen more than £250,000 in weekly wages. Chelsea will consider that in weekly wages, provided Osimhen agrees to their incentive-based wage structure. Their incentive wage-based structure that has been in use for recent signings. What or how does the incentive wage-based structure look like? Now, assuming Chelsea agreed to £300,000 per week for Victor Osimhen, Victor will have to agree that in this current season, we are not in the Champions League. Therefore, okay, withhold my 25%. Let me be taking the rest. Once we qualify for the Champions League, that will simply means automatically the other 25% will be triggered. This is where the trick that Chelsea will have to deploy lies. If Chelsea really want to get Victor Osimhen right now as we speak, Chelsea will have to do something different. Maybe by telling Osimhen, okay, we are giving you what you are asking for. The 25% that we're supposed to deduct because we're not in the Champions League, we are giving it to you. At least for now. But next season, if we are not in the Champions League, next season, we might be forced to now bring you, deduct the 25% from your wages as going forward. According to the explanation Ben Jacob gave, Chelsea could also come up with another formula that will stipulate very clearly that going forward, you might be having, annually, every season, 25% increment. 25% increment means that once we qualify for Champions League next season, you receive your 25%. The next season will increase again 25%. These are terms that could convince Victor Osimhen right now to join Chelsea. It is all about negotiations right now. And you see, what is making this whole thing more complicated is the agent. Victor Osimhen's agent is looking at his own side. How much is he going to make? Now, it is understood. The Saudis are presented to Osimhen 30 million euros per season. That is about 600,000 euros per week. 600,000 euros per week. If that is true, it means Chelsea will have to at least half that figure. Chelsea will have to at least half that figure. Because Chelsea can't or won't match the proposed Saudi terms for Victor Osimhen as it stands right now. But they're still trying to get the player to buy into the idea of the negotiations. Feelings remains, negotiations with Napoli will be smoother than on the player side with Chelsea. Osimhen is keeping all his options open. Means that in the next 24 hours, anything can happen. Anything can happen. As we speak, Chelsea have made a salary offer to Osimhen, but the offer is deemed low. The offer is deemed low from our sources, Dimasio. He said, therefore, there is no current agreement. Chelsea have already made an offer, but the offer is deemed low by the Victor Osimhen camp. Therefore, there is no current agreement. What is the way forward now? Osimhen has given 24 hours to agree personal terms with Chelsea. That is the latest. Victor Osimhen has given 24 hours to Chelsea to agree personal terms with him, or he will look the other way around. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is, and it is where we are right now. What do you think? You are Victor Osimhen, and you are at a crossroad in your career. Take a weight cut to pursue your dream of playing for Chelsea, or go to Saudi Arabia, secure the bag, and forget about dreams. Which one will you go for? You are Victor Osimhen. Take a weight cut to pursue your dream of playing for Chelsea in the Premier League, or go to Saudi Arabia, secure the bag, and forget about the dreams. What will you do? Let me hear from you in the comment section. Right now, it is all about the money. 600k a week isn't easy to turn away from. 600,000 euros a week is not an easy thing for anyone to turn away from. You only get one chance to earn that kind of money in your lifetime. Even if his Chelsea career becomes the best scenario it can be, ladies and gentlemen, we most likely never give him that. Chelsea will most likely never give him that amount of money. But it depends how Chelsea can at least give him a fair deal. If he is coming here to Chelsea, ladies and gentlemen, he is probably taking a pay cut. If the player, Victor Osimhen, is to agree on terms today, Thursday, tomorrow, Friday, he's probably taking a pay cut. Otherwise, he is not coming. What does that mean? That will simply mean that he's sacrificing the love for the club, his passion, his dream. And wait, another person put it this way. Someone put it this way, very interesting. The person says, you take a pay cut and you play under pressure. Pressure, serious. We all know, as a Chelsea striker, it comes with pressure. Yes. You don't score, the fans will be on your nerves. You take a pay cut and then you play under serious pressure. Or you take the bigger amount, 600k, and you play freely. No, you're not under any pressure. There's no stress on you. In a Saudi league, you don't have any stress. The only difference or the only problem there is you don't have much coverage. How many people are watching the Saudi league compared to the Premier League? Your image right, your fan base, how many of them are watching the Saudi Pro League? You want to be a star around the world? You want to be that big player around the world? Look, Victor Osimhen was actually the number 8 on the Ballon d'Or position. You know that, remember that last season. He was the number 8 on the Ballon d'Or nominees. Means that he has come this far, and from number 8 position in the world, 8th best player in the world, then you move to the Saudis, where your name most probably will vanish forever because of money. If you were him, what will actually be your decision? Let me hear from you in the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning episode, it is a very special one, and it's all about Victor Osimhen. Let's discuss it. Victor to Chelsea, Twitter will explode, X will explode. Victor to Chelsea, the internet will explode. Any moment, any day, we will hear, here we go. Internet, X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. YouTube, every blogger will carry it. Internet will explode because he is a huge figure. But right now, he is at a crossroad. If you were his brother, how will you advise him? It is not easy. I don't blame Victor. In fact, and I'll still not blame him if he doesn't turn up to Chelsea. Because the money is big. I will still not blame him if he turns down Chelsea. I love my club, Chelsea. I want him now. Chelsea, right now, we need him. Listen, all the players we've signed, so far, they are good players. But if we are talking about a McQueen signing right now, a player that when we mention Chelsea, we know that there's a figurehead. We all can look at Victor Osimhen, Chelsea. Right now, it is the moment for Victor to shine in Europe, in Chelsea, in the Premier League. But even if he chooses to go to Saudis, I will not begrudge him. Because the amount, 600K per week, dear friend, it is huge. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give some shout out and I'll let you go for a breakfast. Yes, I'll let you go for a breakfast. I'll be back with a lot. I have so much exclusives. This particular morning one is dedicated solely to Victor Osimhen. I should be back in the next hours on other matters. Ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to you guys all out there. This one says, not happening. Sancho going to Italy and Osimhen going to Saudi League just for the money. Your name is not here. Please let me have your name and let me know where you are watching from. This one says, my name is Austin Adebayo from Nigeria, Abuja. Yes, oh, we go, Victor Osimhen. He said, yes, oh, here we go, Victor Osimhen. Well, we are still waiting for the agreement to be sealed. Big shout out to you out there, Austin Adebayo from Nigeria, Abuja. This one says, sell the full team and get me Osimhen. All right, your name is not here. Let me have your name so I can give you a better big shout out. This one says, yes, Osimhen, coming from Indubisi. Well, please let me have your names and I'll be able to give you bigger shout out next time. This one says, Mr. Selom, I cherish your commentary on Chelsea FC. I am from Nigeria, Dr. Okode Kingsley. Chelsea needs Osimhen to boost the team's pedigree. Exactly so. Chelsea needs Osimhen to boost the team's pedigree. Ladies and gentlemen, my very big brother, Dr. Okode Kingsley in Nigeria. Big shout out to you out there. I appreciate your company. I appreciate you so much. Dr. Okode Kingsley from Nigeria. This one says, love Chelsea 100%. Well, my dear friend, let me have your name and I'll give you a bigger shout out next time. This one says, you are too much, brother. This is Prophet Joe from Pandai. Prophet Joe from Pandai, big shout out to you. I appreciate you so much. Keep your comments coming in and let's hope for the best. Hopefully today, tomorrow, within the next 24 hours. This one says, Chelsea should get Osimhen for what? For this t-shirt, Samuel from Uganda. All right, Chelsea should get Osimhen, right? For the Chelsea t-shirt. Big shout out to you out there. The next one says, when Osimhen signs, all EPL teams will be shivering. God, that is just it. And that is what we want. That is what Chelsea wants right now. Big shout out to you out there, my dear friend. This one says, I'm very happy to hear that Osimhen is giving my club green light. I hope it will be done as you say. As you say so. It has been a long time that I'm dreaming about him to come to Chelsea. Please let Chelsea sign him. He is a striker that we need. You see, the truth is Chelsea are still on the table. For Chelsea not to pull out Antona means that they really meant business. They really want him. But you see, for me, I blame the agent, Victor's agent at this point. The player loves Chelsea. He really want to be in Chelsea. But there is somebody somewhere who is telling him, oh, guy, you see, this amount, the Saudi money is big. Let's go for it. Well, we hope and pray that Victor will consider Chelsea on our salary structure with an increment, yearly increment. Gradually, you might get, remember this is pound sterling, man. Yeah. With image right and stuff. Big shout out to you out there, my dear friend. This one says, Osimhen, they said the board of Chelsea should do everything possible to get Victor Osimhen for us, so that we, the Chelsea fans, will be happy this season. We will qualify for Champions League next season. Albert from Takrady, Ghana. Albert from GH, Ghana. Big shout out to you, Takrady. Big shout out to you, out there, my brother. All right. The next one says, I want this transfer saga to end so I can concentrate on my studies again. It's too much for me. Look, I also want this thing to end. I want to focus on some other news items. We have a lot of things to talk about. As a matter of fact, there are some other clubs I want to be talking about right now. The transfer window for other clubs. But Osimhen issue has taken so much of our time. Let this be over so that my brother can go back to study. Please don't fail your exams. Go back and study. Osimhen will collect his cash. You also need to study in order to get there one day, dear friend. Big shout out to you out there, my dear friend. This one says, Osimhen and Sancho is good plus one central defender. Anozie from Cotonou, Benin. Republic. Big shout out to you out there, Nosy from Kutoni, Benin Republic. Alright, this one says, Mr. Salon, please, in your next video, I want to hear Victor Osimhen to Chelsea. Here we go. Because I am so tired with Osimhen transfer saga. I'm Fadel Fadi from Togo, Blues for life. Fadel Fadi from Togo, we just need to be patient a little bit more. Just a little bit, maybe the next 24 hours. Yes, you know, yesterday I told you 24 to 48 hours, right? Now, Victor has given Chelsea 24 hours to resolve the issues with him. Otherwise, he'll be leaving for the Saudis. It's all about the future as well. He needs the money for the future. He needs to secure his family's future. You know that? Yeah. The last but not the least, ladies and gentlemen, say, good evening, Mr. Selon. I am Sylvester Griffins from Liberia. Please, if with Victor Osimhen, he shouldn't wear the number 9 jersey, please. That if we want the best from him, please let him shouldn't wear the number 9 jersey. The number 19 jersey is still available for him, please. Well, let him sign a deal first. Then we'll be talking about which jersey will fit him. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I'll be back in the next 2-3 hours for more exclusives and explosives. I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.